Recently, Wahoo has released some new software updates for their app and their head units that allows you to control devices you might bring along with you on your rides, two of which being music and lights. So now you can control your music through one of the pages that you can customize on your head unit. So let's go into pages and we'll scroll down. But wait a minute, where's the music? It's not in here. Well, there's a kind of a trick to this. For music to work, you have to have a song playing or have already started to play, just so the app can recognize that there is music on your device that has been playing. It's kind of weird, but that's just how it works. So let's go back into pages, and now we have music control here. Great. So now let's go over to our device and scroll over to the music page. It's at the very end. Here it is. All right, let's bring YouTube music back up and we'll play the track. So there we go. Now you can control the volume. And down, back, pause. You can scroll to the next track. Sunny Days. Now it's playing. Let's go to the next track. Another song. Let's turn it up a little bit, see how it sounds. Now I can also go back a track. There we go. Works just fine. Now this works for any music app. So Apple Music works, Spotify works, anything like that works. The trick is you just have to have the app booted up on your phone, and you have to have started at least one song while your head unit's on. Now, it also works for podcasts. So I'm going to bring up a podcast real quick. Let's pick this one, and we'll hit play. All right, here's the podcast playing. Now I can also pause it, just like any music. Start it back up again. Now the trick with podcasts, you don't really scroll through tracks, as you can't scroll forward 30 seconds. So here we're on 8:21, 45, but you can scroll forward and backwards. So that's kind of cool. You can control your music from your head unit now, which is pretty nice because it's a real hassle to try and deal with volumes and tracks and whatnot while you're on your ride without having to stop and fiddle with your phone. So this is kind of a nice little update. So let's get this out of the way for a second and move over to the light. The other feature that you can track are your lights. Now this is an Ant Plus light specific update. For my particular light, I have a combination light and radar. This is one of those Garmin Varias. So I first have to turn the light on to begin with so it can even pick it up. So I've got this on, connected to the radar. So now if I want to control the lights, I have to do it through this kind of main settings window. Not the e-bike, the radar. So I'll click on radar. And you can see the light mode. I scroll down to light mode and I can change it to the 20% light. Okay, the light went dimmed a little bit. I have paper over this because it's so bright that it'll blind the camera. Or I can hit the S flash to slow flash. I can hit the F flash, faster flash, or I can just turn it off. So now the light's off, but the radar is still on. You can see that with the blue flashing light here. And why is this useful? Maybe you're running low on batteries, or maybe you're on a trail where you don't have any cars behind you, but you do want to know if maybe a fast cyclist is coming up behind you or something like that. So let's go back to 40% on and back to 20%. Now there is one other feature on here called Auto Light. What this does is when it senses a car, it'll flash, but once the car is passed, it'll turn off automatically. So I can change it to 1 second after the car passes, 5 seconds, or 10 seconds, or disable it completely. It's up to you. Now, in my situation, I only have one Ant Plus light, which is this radar. I don't think this particular feature is very useful to me, but if you have multiple Ant Plus lights, maybe it's more beneficial for you. For me, I turn this thing on to turn the radar on, and the light comes on. I never have battery problems with it at all. So again, it's just not a thing for me. The one trick with all this is that the light control works for Roam version 2s and Bolt version 2s, but the music control works on any device that they have. So that's, to me, more useful. The other device control that's coming out eventually is for GoPros, but that software hasn't been uploaded yet. I've seen some videos where people have talked about it, but those are people who have access to the software before us normal folks. So maybe when that comes back, I'll do another video to try that out as well. But on that note, that's all I really have here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.